Right here with me on the red carpet is one of the voices that God is using for this conference. I have with me Minister Mercy Okunlola. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It's such a pleasure to have you here, and thank you for gracing our retreat with your presence.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me.
What is one of the burdens that the Lord has placed in your heart for this conference?
Oh, okay. So for a start, I would say basically music ministers. Number one for Celestial Church, and secondly, the word. I feel there's a need for the word revival in Celestial Church. So the reason why it seems as though the name of the church is being tainted outside is because people that are actually meant to do things, like people that are actually in places where they should teach the word, they don't really know much about the word. So most of the people we are applauding and clapping for, they don't really know. So most times when they talk and they speak in error, we tend to still clap for them. So I think that's the place we need to work with. And also, believers in Celestial Church, Celestial members, there's a need for us to fact check things, not just drinking everything we hear from one minister or drink everything we hear. So there's a need for us to search through scriptures. In heart, they said that they search through scriptures as they were teaching, they were searching through scriptures. So just to confirm what they are saying, if it is true. So there's a need for us to search through. If whatever it is that anybody's teaching, no matter who the man of God is in Celestial Church, no matter how great and how big the Father is in Celestial Church, there's a need for every Celestial member to check through scriptures to fact check what they are saying. Not just by saying someone is saying something about one doctrine or quoting Papa or Shofa or quoting one father in the faith in Celestial Church. No. Fact check through scriptures. If what they are saying is not seen in the life of Christ, Christ is the template for the church. So if it is not seen in the life of Christ, then just know that whatever the person is saying, honorably discard it. So that's just it.
Thank you so much for that, sir. Apostle Paul also said that God has given us the ministry of the word and the prayer, so we should not leave out the place of the word. Thank you so much for that. Lastly, before you leave, what is one word you want every participant of today's conference go home with?
All right, so I want you to go with hunger for the word. Beyond, I know we are praying already in cave. Yeah, because set of things I've seen so far in cave, people pray here. So I think hunger for the word, a strange hunger for the word. And that is very lacking because it's possible to pray so much and have no result or smaller results. So one of the proof that you will have results in your prayers is that there's a word backing it. So just like when people say things like bring your strong reasons, strong reasons are not that Oluwa mo felola no. It's not Oluwa I did this for you. No. Strong reasons are things that Jesus has done. So standing on the template of what Jesus has done to get whatever it is meant to, things that you are meant to activate in your life, you do that. So I feel there's a need for the word, hunger, strange hunger, very strange hunger, whereby people study scriptures, understand basis of faith, understand basis of righteousness, understand basis of salvation, understand what we mean by power, understand what we mean by authority, understand the identity they have, their identification in Christ, understand their position, their placement in Christ, where they are seated, understand warfare from the Christ perspective. So not from the way people are saying it from the pulpit. There's a way to fight warfare from Christ's perspective. From the victory perspective, he has won the war. Just like Revelation said, and they overcame by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. The word of their testimony is that Christ, you understand? So it's already finished. So there's a place to stand on. And when you are finding yourself in fault, over time, you've asked God for help. Just like Paul was saying there's this demon that has buffeted me, blah blah blah. So when Paul was talking about that and he has prayed to God for help and all of those things, God responded to Paul that his grace is sufficient. So knowing fully well that the weakness is not your hand, it's just the beginning of a transformation. So that's just it.
Thank you so much for the response. Thank you.